Welcome to the... I'm so sorry, Natasha. Did you want to do it?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Just give it a beat and then we'll do it.
Welcome to the Endless Honeymoon Podcast. Please let us know whose voice you like more, mine or Moshe's.
They're all going to say yours. They always do
well,
this
then maybe
thing.
I should talk more.
I think you should.
Okay.
I love it when you talk.
All right.
You know there's no sound in the world that I like more than the dulcet tones of your speaking voice.
I don't believe you. I think you like it maybe second to the dulcet tones of your own speaking voice.
No. You do have a particular laugh.
I do cackle. I know. I remember once someone told me like they knew where the party was because they could hear me laughing like in the cul-de-sac 2 blocks away.
Can I be honest with you?
Yeah.
One of the first things I fell for about you is your laugh.
That means I found the right person.
Well,
that would suck if someone was constantly like, I had a friend who was always like, you're talking really loud.
To you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying.
Always telling me that, like, shh, can you keep it down?
Oh, that's really annoying.
Yeah, I'm not friends with her anymore.
Well, all I can say is, like, in comedy, to have a big laugher, if you're a comedian, that's positive.
No, I know. So many comedians, their wives have amazing laughs.
Is that true?
Yeah, I've noticed it.
That's really funny. You know who's got a big old booming laugh that you can hear on multiple comedy albums? Former guest of the show.
Who?
Guy Brannon.
Oh, he's a good laugher.
He's got a big old boomer. Natasha, speaking of laughter,
it's genuine. I really do like it.
We had a really fun time laughing at people yesterday because we were walking down the street by this cafe right by our house.
Oh my God.
And there was this, listen, I don't want to like bash people that are still wearing masks. You should wear a mask if it makes you feel comfortable, obviously.
But we do want to know why you're wearing it in your car by yourself.
Yeah, I do have an argument for why people wear. I know a lot of people have mocked people wearing their masks in their car by themselves. I have an argument for why you would keep your mask on in your car by yourself. Okay? You're going from place...
You're an essential worker.
You're an essential worker. You're going from place A to place B. Setting up a mask is actually not that easy if you're trying to do it properly and appropriately. Sometimes if you're going for a 4-minute drive from place A to place B, it's easier to just keep your mask on than to undo it and then get to where you're going and then re-loop it and pinch it at the nose and then hook it in the back. I actually don't... I'm not mad at people.
But I have noticed that a lot of, like, for example, our daughter's in a preschool and it's all outside, and most of the moms still wear masks outside when they're dropping off their kid, and they're all vaccinated. The teachers are vaccinated, and it's all outside.
It's in the woods.
They're all still wearing masks. And I think it's a statement. It's like, we don't know what's happening. And they're right. I get it. Nobody knows what's happening. You know, it's like Delta's on the rise.
But on another topic at that preschool, they just started their summer session. There's like this new batch of kids that came in, and the first day I got there was this dude, and he had a very like Burning Man vibe to him, and I think he maybe sniffed out that I was a burner because he kind of gave me this like real like "what's up, dude" kind of vibe, and he was wearing this shirt that I would describe as, I wouldn't call it porny, but it was definitely in the like erotic zone of anime character shirt. And
he's wearing that. Was he wearing that in the circle where they all sing songs?
Yes, in the little nursery school circle.
We sing songs in the nursery school circle.
It was like an anime thing, but it was definitely like erotic, and it was like a little weird. But anyway, I didn't think too much of it, but I clocked it today. I dropped the kid off, and he's there. My boy is there. He's dropping the kid off, full on, no shirt on. Walking around,
that's crazy.
Strutting like Chicken George. He's like walking around just like belly out, like dad bod, kind of like full effect, big old like Burning Man medallion, kind of just
any
like,
tattoos?
No, but just like the vibe of a guy with a shirt off who's like doesn't have like a sick bod, but like is really confident anyway. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just like really strutting. He's got his big old Burning Man medallion. He's got like very loud shorts with all over print on them, but then all over print underwear, and he's sagging a little bit, and it was just like, it was really intense. By the way, I love it. I mean, I think
that is a little weird to not have a shirt on at a preschool drop off.
It was crazy.
I told you if the preschool was inside, wouldn't that be illegal? And you were like, that's not a thing. I thought no shoes, no shirt, no service. And you were like, that's on like 3 hot dog stands.
Yeah, I said that's a sign.
Is that true?
That's a sign that's on the occasional hot dog stand.
But is that true? I thought it was illegal to walk into a place without a shirt on.
No, you can have
a woman can't.
Well, yeah, that's because women's chests are dirty. I mean, are you serious? Obviously, they have sex chests. Men have work chests and women have sex chests.
So let us know. Shirtless dad, am I being like a cis-het fool?
No, I mean, you can't. No, it has nothing. Cis-het. What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just like very paranoid that I'm
You're too paranoid.
This straight piece of shit.
What? That's a worry of yours? Are you serious?
It's not a worry, but like maybe I'm not being sex positive enough. Maybe it's okay for the dad. Was it a hairy chest?
Oh, yeah. It was
really?
bear zone. It was
Did
a bear
like,
burn.
Was he cut?
No, dude. It was like I said.
He was kind of fat?
Well, like fat in that kind of like fun LA burner way.
Can I drop her off tomorrow and check it out?
See if he's got that rippling going on? Yeah, you should. I mean, I will tell you, I was 95% amused. I thought it was awesome. I love people that make people uncomfortable. I think it's awesome, but also completely inappropriate and weird.
Well, you know what it tells me? That guy is definitely naked most of the day.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh, I put on some pants.
Yeah.
To drop my kid off.
Barely got the pants on.
So I would love for my daughter to not have a play date over there.
Oh, 100%. When I saw the t-shirt, I was like,
sex anime t-shirt.
It wasn't sex, but it was definitely sexy. And I was definitely like, that's not a play date house. Because I don't know what's going on over at that place. A lot of ayahuasca.
I'll tell you, a lot of laying around naked watching TV with the kids.
I don't like it. Tosh, the other day, our final word on masks, we did see something funny. We were I was trying to say this. We were walking by a cafe right by our house, and there was this couple, and they were on a date, and they were seated. They were like cupcaking. They were like all up on each other, like really close, like intimate kissing. But they were both wearing surgical masks.
They were wearing
doing
surgical.
Like a wine tasting.
They were doing like a sommelier experience, and she was smelling. She was circling the wine, smelling it with her white hospital mask on. And then he was kind of doing it too. And they were like, and then I could see her just like reaching for the corner of her mask to take it so she could take a sip of the wine.
To sip the wine.
This is outside, by the way.
And then she's like, hints of cotton and antimicrobial surgical. Hey, can I be honest with you? The Hints of Cotton riff was brought to you by my friend Truck Torrance at 100% Soft when I told him this story yesterday. I can't do a joke that somebody else wrote without just shouting him out. He's a great artist, and he makes the famous dumpster fire that you may have seen throughout the last year. The little, actually, it's the kind of thing that dad at our preschool would put on a T-shirt. It's very kawaii, as they call it. It's a cute toy. So check him out, 100% Soft, and he does a good N95 mask riff. Natasha.
Yes.
Anything else you would like to add to our intro to this episode before we take us some secrets?
I mean, I kind of really want to take some secrets.
I do too.
Curious what's up.
Hi, Natasha. Hi, Moshe. I'm currently sitting in my apartment complex parking lot, so I can be alone right now in my car. I have a secret, and it's that my two good friends are dating each other, guy and a girl. And a while back, they proposed a threesome between the three of us that I was really into the idea of. So I said yes, and then we kind of waited to make the arrangements, but then they broke up, and I, started dating somebody else, and I always kind of was bummed out that it never happened. So I'm still dating the person I'm dating, and they got back together, and now we, the three of us, hang out all the time, and all I can think about is how I still want to fuck them. So, yeah. Anyway, love the pod. Don't know how to get rid of these feelings or what to say because I'm still dating someone and they're my good friends. But, yep, that's my secret. Bye.
I know what this person should do.
What?
They should send us a headshot, just or shoulders up, something tasteful, to the podcast, endlesshoneymoonpod@gmail.com. And we'll see if we can't scare up a different couple for you too.
Oh my God.
What?
You're such a man.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'll have a threesome with you, lady. Oh, that's not what she's asking. Okay, first of all, if all you can think about is fucking them and they were open to it, and it kind of sounds like they're not asking you about it because you have this boyfriend, you're dating someone, I don't know. I mean, there is this thing, I think Chekhov said this. It's like a line in the play and someone's like, oh, we're friends. And the guy's like, oh, already? She's like, what do you mean? He's like, well, first you're acquaintances, then you're lovers, then you're friends.
Huh.
So I do wonder sometimes if like that has to take place to really get it out of your system. But obviously that's not the case. That always has to happen. But if it's all you can think about, and I don't know, maybe it's worth kind of breaking up with this other person for a while and exploring it.
Kind of with it.
If I'm really young and like I'm not that into this person I'm dating, it sounds like maybe you could get back with them at some point. Also, though, you really have to put yourself there 3 months down the line. There could be some potentially extremely awkward circumstances.
Or it could be really awesome and cool and
Chances are it'll be awkward.
It's more like have an open mind about threesomes, lady.
Oh my God. No, but that really seems like it could be so awkward that you're two friends. Now, like when they're going out and you're not invited along for a fuck session, are you going to feel weird? You don't think so, Moshe?
I'm not getting the vibe from the way she describes the person she's currently dating that this is a keeper. So I'd say break it off with them, or just let him know, hey, I'm going to go fuck these two people. You can stay with me if you want.
But these two people are her good friends.
Who cares?
You don't think that's going to be a little awkward down the line?
I mean, maybe. It's worth it to have a good experience in life.
And lose your two best friends?
They're her two best friends.
They're friends.
I mean, this feels much more like you're defending your own personal feelings.
I mean, I don't know.
You're like, they're so close. They can't live without each other. I think they could probably
start a throuple. Do it.
I don't think she's after a throuple. She's after
But it's the natural course because they're already friends. And now they fuck once. And then isn't she going to feel a little embarrassed if they don't invite her back for another fling?
I don't think most threesomes are like, and now we're all together. You think most threesomes end up with a committed relationship?
No, but it's like if they're already good friends.
Natasha.
Her two friends are dating.
Natasha.
Yeah.
The odds are what's going to happen is they're going to have a threesome. It's going to be a little bit awkward because threesomes are always a little bit awkward. And then they'll all have a great story to tell. It's not going to affect anybody that deeply. Okay. No one's staying together in any scenario here. She's not going to stay with the guy she's dating. These two aren't going to stay together.
Right. They already broke up once. They're not going to stay
friends. Everybody's going their separate ways. These people are like 22 and they just want to get fucked.
So tell the guy you're dating that you need like
a day off.
No, not a day. Be like, I just need like 3 weeks to myself.
No, a day off. Hey,
not a day.
Listen, I'm going to go fuck this couple and I like dating you. I'll stick with you. But not if you need me to be faithful to you, because I'm trying to get banged from the front and munched in the rear. And I think that's really my advice to you. All right, let's do another secret.
Hi, Natasha and Moshe. I'm so nervous. My secret is that quarantine has made me super horny. That's not a secret. I feel like that's true for a lot of people. But I'm in school. We have online classes instead of in-person classes. And we had this one class about mortality and dying. And it was during the time that I normally get kind of turned on. And so I left my computer in the other room and I went and masturbated. And when I came back, everyone in my class was crying and like bonding about end of life grief and mortality. And I felt very guilty. That's my secret.
That's called joie de vivre, honey.
Yeah. See, that's a story.
Keep it. Rub one out if you have to.
Rub one out. Natasha, I never thought I'd hear the day that you would say rub one out.
I mean, why not?
No, I just didn't know that phrase was in you. I like it.
It is.
Go rub one out while other people cry one out. Exactly. That's what I always say. Embrace the divine, what do they call orgasm in France,
What?
Un petit mal, the little death.
Un petit mal?
Yeah,
okay.
the little death. So while they were talking about the big death, you were creating a little death. I think that's beautiful.
Love it. Okay, let's take another secret.
Hi. This was so scary. So I don't really have a lot of secrets just because, I don't know, I'm not ashamed of a lot of stuff, but Before the pandemic, I hated washing my hands, and so I would pretty much never wash my hands. And the only time they would get washed is if something, was on them, like if they got sticky or I was taking a shower. And once the pandemic started, I felt really bad about that, and I felt like I should start washing my hands, so I have. But yeah, before that, I pretty much never ever washed my hands. Even in the normal times, you are supposed to. I would pretend to wash my hands in public if other people were in the public restrooms. I don't know why I spent time doing that, but I don't know. I just hated it so much, and yeah, that's my secret. Okay, bye.
That's a weird thing to hate.
It's always these people that go, I don't really have anything. I don't feel shame. I don't really have secrets because I don't really feel shamed of much. That then drop some information where you're like, no, that's the thing to be ashamed of. No, you got a perfect shame thing. You go doo-doo and you don't wash your hands. That's shame zone.
Here's what I recommend. Go order some like soap that you like the smell of, some kind of fancy. I have this like Santal soap that smells really good, and I love pumping it and rubbing it all over my hands, and then they smell really good after.
Yeah. I want to go rub one out.
Maybe make it fun for you because you should wash your hands.
When you shit, you have to wash your hands. It's a rule of the world.
This is why I don't like touching people coming out of my cocoon.
Right. Because it could be some lady like
now,
this.
Every time someone's like grabbing my hand, because it's happening to me, and I'm just like, I immediately think of shit on their hand.
Listen, when you pee and you don't want to, I don't know, you're a woman too, so women always have to wash their hands when they pee, right?
Yeah, because we get like, when we wipe, there's like pee dribbling all over our hands.
Dribble drabble. But when
that's not true.
when you caca, it's time to wash those hands. You're going to get conjunctivitis. You're going to get dysentery. You're going to get...
you think she works in the food service industry?
I fucking hope not. Oh, my Lord. She's looking at one of those signs that says employees must wash hands. Miming a hand
I love
wash.
that she's pretending to just kind of dip them with water, like so that people don't judge her.
It's funny because the energy of washing your hands is not that much more than the energy of pretending to wash your hands.
I think you should take that rebellion and focus it into something else.
You know what? If you don't like washing your hands, get some fucking Purell. And every time you go poo-poo, go Purell.
Or get some Jow. That stuff smells really good.
Jow.
And it's like lavender smell, and you just kind of pump it in your hand. And
you scream the word Jow.
And it's really nice.
It really is. I like to rub one out with Jow. I'll just slather my genitalia in a high concentration of rubbing alcohol hand sanitizer, and just the way that it hurts. Man, it's like...
You love it?
It's like un petit mal. Tosh, do you want to hear one more?
Yeah.
Okay. I just need to know how weird this is. Whenever I do a bikini wax, even a full Brazilian, which a Brazilian takes about 5 to 7 hours, instead of waxing, I pluck each hair out individually with a pair of tweezers.
What?
It's not like a neuroses or kink. I'm just too cheap to go to a professional, and I don't trust myself with those home waxing kits.
No.
Because I've tried them on other parts of my body, and I just leave a mess of hair and glue behind it. I don't want that to happen.
Oh, my God.
But yeah, I use tweezers for my Brazilians. Okay, bye.
Is crazy.
Oh, you want to know how weird that is? You want to know how weird that is? I'll call that unfathomably weird. Call that top level of weird.
Well, first of all, Brazilian waxes hurt so much. I do not get them anymore. But at
you
one
used
point,
to get them?
I got like very, very waxed.
Brazilian is nothing.
I know, but when they start taking off the top part, it hurts so much. I sprained my toe once.
From a Brazilian wax?
Yes, because she did it. And I went, and my whole body clenched up, and then my little toe started, it swelled up, and I couldn't walk for like 3 days.
Wait, you didn't bang it on anything? You just like it was from the clenching?
Yes. It hurt so much. It like pulled. So it is like a very intense feeling, and I'm sure you get used to it, but like 5 to 7 hours, which also means you're doing it kind of like as you're doing something else, and that seems very unhygienic. I just don't think you're sitting over the toilet for 5 hours doing your Brazilian.
Don't do that. Can't you just use a razor if you have to? Is that a thing?
it grows back as stubble and you can get ingrown hairs really easily. But
Isn't that better than plucking? Isn't the risk of an ingrown hair better than plucking your pubes out one pube at a time?
I guess if you
for
have
5 to 7 hours.
If you have a magnifying glass and you do it, like get a really good pull on each.
What the fuck are any of you talking about? Don't do this. This seems not a good idea. It's a weird.
I mean, if you never get an infection and you enjoy it, but I would examine that there is part of you that likes it. And also, isn't there like a disease where you pluck your eyelashes out at night?
Yes. There is a disease where you pluck your hair out one by one. Now, that's different. I'm not trying to, talk shit if you have some kind of like OCD situation, but boy, oh boy, I think you should not do that.
Sounds painful.
Speaking of which, Natasha, I have some tweezers upstairs if you want to go have some fun.
I'm good. I basically, now I have a C-section scar, but it is like really small and cute.
It's so hot.
It's so small that I just let everything grow out, you can't even see it. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Well, where I'm at is I try to get an angle when you and I make love. I try to get an angle on the C-section scar just so I can catch a good one.
Oh, come on. I've gotten so many compliments on that scar.
I love your scar. I'm saying I try to get a view of it so that I can finally rub one out.
I scheduled my C-section, so my scar is like super tiny as the doctor intended. There wasn't some emergency where they had to slash across my entire body.
You know what they call it in France?
What?
Un petit scar. If you'd like to leave a secret of your own, call us at 213-222-8608.
Or email us at endlesshoneymoonpod@gmail.com. Give us some feedback. Tell us what we're doing wrong. Tell us what we're doing right.
We'll read it live on the air. We're hungry for intros. So
we can't read all of your letters, but if it's good and what's interesting to us, we will read it.
Go to Endless Honeymoon Pod at Instagram. We're on YouTube, of course, and thank you for listening.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you are listening to these podcasts free on YouTube, subscribe.
Natasha.
Yes.
I love you.
I love you too.